Here's my NFL postseason recap. So, for the first game we're talking about, it's the first American Football Conference wild card, and it was the Browns versus the Steelers. So, this game was an offensive game. The Browns outscored the Steelers 48-37 to get a spot in the divisional round. In this game, the Browns scored a whopping 28 points in the first quarter. In the first 15 seconds of the game, the Steelers quarterback missed the snap, resulting in a defense touchdown. So next, we're going to be talking about the Ravens-Titans game, which is the second AFC wild card, where the Ravens won by 7 points. And so the final score was 20-13. This ended the Titans season and helped the Ravens to see another day so they can advance to the next round. And for the final American Football Conference wild card, we have the Bills versus the Colts. And the Bills won their first postseason game in 25 plus years, so in 1995. It was a 3-point game, so it's very close, and the Colts were eliminated. And this was the first time these teams had faced off in over 18 months. Next up, we have the first NFC wild card, the Rams and the Seahawks. The Rams upset the Seahawks here in the wild card round, and the Rams' defense is what led them to victory, and I really believe that both of these teams have potential because the Rams just got Matthew Stafford from the Lions. And next up, we have the matchup between the later Super Bowl champions and the Washington football team, the team without a name. So the Buccaneers won this game against a team without a name. And so because I'm a Giants fan, I was not able to root for either of these teams. So the football team lost by 8 points. And I do see both of these teams with potential next year. So next up we have the Saints versus the Bears. A great matchup always when they play. And former quarterback Mitch Trubisky won the Nickelodeon Valuable Player because this was the first ever NFL game broadcast on Nickelodeon. So the Saints won by 12 points. And as of today, both teams don't have an official starting quarterback for next year, so who knows what'll happen. And in the first divisional round for the AFC, we have the Chiefs, the 15-1 team, playing against the Browns, who surprisingly did well this year. So in this showdown, the Browns tried to pull off an upset. They failed, though. And the previous Super Bowl champions won by 5 points. This game came down to the final minutes because the Browns came back by scoring 14 points in the second half, while the Chiefs only 3. So this is just a great game overall. Next up is the next AFC divisional round, which was the Bills facing off against the Ravens. So the Bills only allowed the Ravens to score 3 points, and the Bills actually broke a record when an 101-yard defensive touchdown was scored, and this was a tied record for the longest touchdown in postseason history. I think the longest in actual history might be 105 in the regular and preseason. Now for the first NFC divisional round, it was the Packers versus the Rams. So when they met, the Packers won, So normally the Rams have great defense, but not this time. So it's interesting to see what'll happen next year, because Aaron Rodgers may not be on the Packers for much longer. Now for the second and final divisional round for the NFC, we have the Buccaneers facing off against the Saints. And these are the two oldest quarterbacks in the NFL, with one of them, Drew Brees from the Saints, just retiring. So the Buccaneers advanced here, and so the two grandpas had a great showdown. So I personally believe that Tom Brady should follow what Drew Brees did and retire already because he's a grandpa. And now for the AFC Championship round with the Chiefs facing off against the Bills. In the matchup between the two MVP candidates for quarterback, the Chiefs ended up winning against the Bills. But the most action happened in the second quarter when the Chiefs scored 21 points. This game brought the Chiefs to play in the Super Bowl for the second time in a row. And now for the NFC Championship round, the Buccaneers versus the Packers. So this game happens to also be another game of old quarterbacks. So this ended Aaron Rodgers in the Packers season and helped the Buccaneers secure a spot in the Super Bowl against the Chiefs. So now for the final game of the postseason, the Super Bowl. So this was the 55th Super Bowl with Patrick Mahomes facing off the Buccaneers and Tom Brady, where the Chiefs started off by scoring a field goal, granting them an early lead. The Buccaneers met that with a touchdown. From then on, the Chiefs were not able to grasp a lead, which was very unfortunate for someone who does not like Tom Brady. So, but in this game, as many people saw, the Chiefs had many penalties held against them. And after the game, it was reported that Tyrann Mathieu, a Chiefs defensive player, I think, and Tom Brady from Tampa exchanged remarks and glances. And so this was the first time in Patrick Mahomes' career that he was not able to put up a touchdown. And a new video alert just came out featuring Jacob G and Ben R, so you might want to check that out. As always, have a great day. Make sure to like and subscribe. Have a great day. Bye.